What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the T3 Saturday Q&A. A baby. Let's go ahead and tell the Discord chat that we are, in fact, live. How's everybody doing today? It's very hot in Southern California. Cue all the comments. Oh, well, it's actually hotter where I'm from. Okay. Enough of that. Yeah, Link's sick of it. Right, Link? Jeez, let people have some freaking fun. Let them have some fun. Adam H is here. Mr. Shinobi is here. Ooh, toupee. Looking a bit rough this morning. Let's pop the chat out so I can see everybody's beautiful comments. Everybody's amazing comments. Everybody's priceless comments. Adam H is here. Jorge Ramirez, Jack O'Sullivan, certified T3 bot. How are you doing? Taj Tahmina says, let's go. May contain bleach, certified T3 bot. How you doing? Tony P says, where's the bubble back? Rocket. It's not with me right now. I'm wearing a different watch, but I'm not going to show you. Joel Taborski, certified T3 bot. Stuart Phillips, certified T3 bot. Desmo, BC from British Columbia, Canada, eh? How you doing, eh? Canada. I'm just assuming that BC stands for British Columbia, but he says hello from Canada, so. Adam H, what's the difference between domed and double domed? Well, I'm actually wearing a double domed crystal. Essentially, a domed crystal has a slight curve, but the bottom part is flat. Double domed has a very pronounced curve, and the underneath of the crystal is also curved. So there's two curves on a double dome, and then just a regular dome has only one. The more you learn. Thomas Baker from Ireland. You're not really late. We've only been here for 2 minutes, so you're not late. Toots, toots. What's up from Dubai? Arca Dipta says, hey, is the Longines Hydro Conquest a good watch? Yeah, it is. I think it's a bit overpriced, if I'm totally honest. I think vintage Longines is much better. What's the difference between sapphire and a mineral? Well, literally the compounds. A mineral crystal is made from mineral, and sapphire is made from sapphire. Sapphire has a hardness ranking much higher than mineral, and that's why it's very sought after, because it's much more scratch resistant. Don Nielsen says, good morning. Good morning. Tony Giles says, good morning from Gillingham, Kent, UK. Best live chat shirt I've seen. Yeah, it's like 100 degrees out, so I'm wearing a nice, what are these called? I forgot what these shirts are called. It's not a flannel. It's very like soft, light cotton. Noah from Pennsylvania. What's going on? Where? So many comments. Ralph Alfred from India. What's going on? Steve Dave just ordered his first khaki mechanical. Congratulations. I've owned multiple, and I'm a big fan. No, this is not a gauze shirt. That's very bizarre. Podcast Stage said, with the super chat, says, thanks for the great comment. Thank you for the super chat, brother. My love for watches recently rekindled. Thanks to you and a few other channels. I'm just a Hamilton boy right now. Well, that's where I started, so it's a good place to start. But love them as opposed to my spying Apple Watch. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Apple Watches, but enjoy your Hamilton, and I'm glad that you could join the ranks of the terrible addicts that are watch collectors. So thank you for the super chat, brother, and thank you for joining, again, this terrible, terrible hobby that is watch collecting. Someone else, Noah says, I started with a Hamilton pocket watch. Yeah, I get a lot of questions about pocket watches. I'm not a pocket watch guy at all. Wish I was, because then I'd have more to talk about, but I'm really not a big pocket watch guy. Sal says, Triple T, looking for a Timex camper, striking out at the moment. Any military-inspired watches you recommend? Yeah, Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. Yes. Matt B says, tremble, cowards. He's a certified T3 bot, so we let him say some silly stuff. Dem, certified T3 bot, says, hello, Jory, and hellos to all. May contain bleach, certified T3 bot says, Gégé le coudre. Underrated? Anything you like beyond the Reverso? There's a whole lot I like beyond the Reverso. I think they are pretty underrated. In fact, I made an episode. Milcom just stepped out for a bit, but Milcom the moderator would have linked an episode to you guys if he was here about me amending the Holy Trinity. I think JLC deserves to be in the Holy Trinity, but to answer your question, what else do I like aside from the Reverso? The Ultra Thin Moon. The JLC Ultra Thin Moon is like one of my favorite moon phase dress watches. You can actually get them around like $7,000. Not terrible. Love that watch. I think it's like 30, I think it measures in 38 millimeters. Incredible watch. Highly underrated. Jonathan Stodard says, good afternoon from Louisiana. Triple T. Hopefully everyone is having a superb day. Yeah, it's a great day. A bit too hot for me right now, but I'm not going to complain. Adam H, certified T3 says, what about Blancpain? Same question. They seem to fall under the shadow. Blancpain has gotten worse. Okay, I'm going to be honest. Their Villeray series was amazing. I really enjoyed their Villeray series. There's definitely some complications there, definitely some high-end finishing, really impressive. But way back when, they made Blancpain minute repeaters, and they were like incredible watches, really, really highly sought after. But then now when you Google Blancpain minute repeater, it's one of those X-rated, like pornographic watches. That it's like how the mighty have fallen. Why would Blancpain do that? So I've lost respect for them. Taj Tahmina says, if you could go back in time, what watch would you buy with your bar mitzvah money? I wasn't that into watches back then, so I probably wouldn't have. I spent some of it on a paintball gun, an Tippmann A5 with an E trigger. Boy. That was a fun time. That was a fun era of my life. But yeah, I don't think I would have changed anything because that's what I was into then. So, Alex K says Bulova is best for the money. I don't think so, but there are really nice vintage Bulovas, and I have one at the Time Teller shop. There are 4 watches currently available in the current collection. Excuse me. Let me correct myself. At the Time Teller shop, if you want to check it out. Podcast Stage says, I just got a 7K microphone, which is one of the best mics available, and now I'm seeing that a 7K is peanuts in the watch market. Yeah, dude, this is a whole new area, bro. Why are the expensive hobbies so exciting? That's what I ask myself every day. I don't know why every one of my hobbies happens to be incredibly expensive. It's just crippling. Burger Slayer says, I bought a mini mag when I was young. Yeah, dude. Dude, this is bringing back so many memories. Douglas Gilbert, why do I hate on Panerai so much? Well, because for the last over 24 hours, Panerai has had a fake watch on their Instagram. That's right. Panerai reposted a picture on their own Instagram of someone wearing a super counterfeit, a super fake. A Chinese super fake. That's right. And a lot of Panerai experts have been calling them out, tagging Panerai, saying, remove that picture. It is a super fake from China. And Panerai, or whoever the stupid intern is that's running Panerai's social media, doesn't know enough, and they posted a counterfeit watch, and for the past 24 hours, it's been on their Instagram. I commented on the picture, yikes. I wrote, yikes, because that is one big yikes for Panerai, and I've made multiple episodes talking about how Panerai doesn't even recognize their own fakes. At least Rolex has a huge counterfeit market, okay? At least Rolex, if you bring one of these super fakes into a Rolex service center, they will be like, what is this? Get this out of it! This is a fake! And they will get rid of it, okay? Because they know that it's a fake. Panerai's like, okay, cool. They're idiots. Panerai, when I said Blancpain has fallen, Panerai has fallen. They are terrible. It's a terrible company. Do I still wear mine proudly? Yes. Because it was right before the huge insurgence of counterfeiters. It's man, I'm so sick of it. Josh Giffen. Anyway, if you want to go to Panerai's Instagram, I don't know if it's still there, but as of this morning, it was. There's a picture of a guy, like it's like a hand coming out like this, and I think it's a steering wheel shot, but there's a shot of a watch, and it's a counterfeit. It's a fake. Yeah, very, very disappointing. Have I ever converted a pocket watch? No, that is blasphemy. I'm not interested. Wow, I can't believe it's only been 11 minutes and I've already ranted. Memo, GZ, how many watches do you own? Oh my gosh, I don't know. If only there was like a compilation of every watch I own. Oh wait, there is! There's a full playlist of my state of the collection as of 2020. And actually, I've gotten a few more watches since filming that, but you know, you guys can put the pieces together. Milcom, please link my State of the Collection series so you guys can click that and watch it. We're at 104 people right now, so check it out, guys. I am wearing a Seiko Tuna. SBBN 031, one of my favorite everyday pieces. It got a little hot out today, so I have it extended a little bit with the clasp, but I can easily extend it even more if I was wearing a dry suit or a jacket, and then I can tighten it up a little bit if I want. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Everyone's asking about the Hydro Conquest. It's overpriced. Good watch, overpriced. Steph says, also, why does Timex doesn't have a real divert? I think they do, the Navi. But I wouldn't really consider them a sports watch company outside of their Iron Man line. Do you own any smartwatches? I guess the GBDH 1001 that G-Shock sent me, they sponsored that episode. I'm legally obligated to tell you that according to the US FTC guidelines. They sent me that watch, and that is, I guess, technically a smartwatch, but outside of that, no. I just consider that a G-Shock. How do you go about and sell your unwanted collection? It's so interesting that you asked that, Edward. No, I don't use eBay because I have the Time Teller shop. So I just use my own shop. Check it out, www.thetimetellershop.com. Matt Elliott says, great videos. What do I think of Citizen? Boring. Not interested. Not a huge Citizen guy. Everyone gets upset with me. It's just, it is what it is. Do they have some great watches? Yes. Do I own a couple Citizen watches? Yes. I bought a Eco Drive Nighthawk for my dad, and he loves it. I think that's probably like Citizen's best watch. He also has a Blue Angels watch that he absolutely loves. Will I get a Spring Drive anytime soon? Maybe if one really, really, really piques my interest. Yeah. Thoughts on Glasuta Original? Glasuta is an amazing company, and I actually just filmed an episode about them. So stay tuned. Oh, Vedant is here, the 13-year-old. I am 13, told you again. Thank you. Everybody, when you comment, you have to tell me your age now. Thoughts on Police and Ice watches? Is this a company, or are you talking about watches that they wear? Like G-Shocks, I guess? That's cool. Yeah, wear a G-Shock, or like a Garmin Instinct. Benedict, thoughts on German watches? Because I feel you talk mostly about Japanese, Swiss, or American watches. Do I talk about American watches? Not really. Because there are none. And I made an episode about German watches this week, so stay tuned. Stand by. Daniel K, you know about Rolex has nicknames? Hulk, Batman, Smurf, etc. I really wish the red Black Bay would have been the Iron Man. Your thoughts? I think that the red Black Bay, I think that its nickname should be the Dumpster Fire. Because it's a Black Bay, so it is a dumpster, but it's red, so it's like fire. So I think officially now, the red Black Bay's nickname is the Dumpster Fire. Thoughts on the Max Bill Chronoscope? Thank you for cap locks yelling at me. It's too Bauhaus for me. Not interested. Don't like Bauhaus watches. Daniel Hill says, hi Jory, just graduated college, 26. Guys, if you comment, you have to tell me your age. Again, you legally have to. And I'm totally kidding. I'm just saying that because that Vedant kid was like, I'm 13. Guys, stop telling me your age. I don't need to know that. But Daniel asks, he says he just graduated college, Mazel Tov. He says, on the subject of college, what are your thoughts on anime that feature college theme instead of high school? New trend? What, like Uzaki-chan wants to hang out or something? Doesn't that take place in college? Everybody's talking about... I don't know if that's a trend, dude. I suppose I don't watch enough. Been watching Fire Force and you know what, dude? I was gonna say My Hero, but this latest season of My Hero Academia is terrible. It is absolutely garbage. So that's why I kind of had a brain freeze. It's like, well, this could be a totally different rant, but My Hero is totally disappointing. Black Clover, incredible. Guys, stop telling me your age. I'm not interested. Driver says, I'm 20, 30 years ago. Joel says, just turned 58, loving life, over 63 watches and still trading. Podcast Stage says, is Weiss Watch Co. not considered an American watch company? They buy Swiss movements and assemble in the States, if I remember correctly, closest to an actual American watch. Podcast, here's what has happened. Weiss Watch Co. got an official reprimand from the Federal Trade Commission because their watches, their company's marketing was essentially not accurate enough depicting their products. So I think that their marketing at the time was claiming they were like a full American company, and the Federal Trade Commission said, well, that's not the case. You don't have enough American components. And so that's why they, according to the FTC, they were not at that time considered all-American. RGM is, I guess, considered American, but I don't talk about them on my, the reason I said there aren't any American watch companies is because there's not. There's like one. Okay, RGM. But when the person in the comment was saying you only talk about Japanese and American watches, who? Like Hamilton, Waltham, Wittenauer, these companies are Swiss. So, yeah. Boulder or Hemel? What would be your advice? Boulder. But you spelt it wrong. B-O-L-D-R. Jory, Seiko Presage, SSA 392J1, brown dial, your thoughts? It's great. Big fan of the Presage. What's your Grail watches? I'll probably have to make a new episode about it, but I think the Creator HE2 is a big one. And then Rolex 6062, still. Rolex 6062. Stephen Lee from Harlem, Manhattan, the Big Apple. Hey! Jay Anderson, how come there hasn't been an initial D-theme G-Shock? I'm surprised there hasn't, actually. That's a good question. All this screaming has got my throat dry. Arcadipta, your thoughts on the Oris Aquis versus Hydro Conquest? Guys, if you write to me in cap locks, I won't respond. I really don't like it. And Arca Deepta, you keep like spamming the comment section, so I'm just gonna go ahead and like make you go bye-bye because it's just not fair to everyone else. But I'll answer your question. The Aquis is a better watch and it's more accurately priced. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing that I don't like about the Aquis is that it has an integrated bracelet, which is annoying for a watch that, you know, you'd want to potentially change straps on without using proprietary straps. What are your thoughts on watches as an investment? I think I've made an episode about it. I don't recommend it at all. Wear your watches. The pigs in blankets. Man, I used to love pigs in a blanket when I was little. Once in a while, my dad would take my sisters and I to do rounds because he's a doctor, so he would take us to the hospital while he was doing rounds, and we could play in like the nurse's station and pretend that we were like doctors. And after we would do rounds, because it was early in the morning, he would take us to IHOP, and I would always get pigs in a blanket. That's like a big memory for me. But anyways, pigs in blankets says, Jory, will you spend more on Connie's engagement ring or your next watch? I will most definitely, I mean, I don't think Connie's even watching this, but I'll definitely spend more money on the engagement ring than a watch. So she won't complain. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Desmo BC says, oh, from Canada, by the way, eh? He says, your beard. Desmo BC says, your beard game is strong. Love it, eh? Milcom the moderator has a link. He says, investing in watches to make money, the truth. Milcom, I'm surprised that you found that episode because I forgot that I even made that episode. So, guys, round of applause to Milcom the moderator. He's these live streams do not function without Milcom. So, big props to you, brother. Adam H, certified T3 bot. Favorite animated movie that's not anime? I'm a nerd, dude. I need to, how can I not pick anime? Hi, Seiko. I don't know, dude. Favorite animated movie that's not anime? See, I used to watch the Ninja Turtle animated series, but that's not a movie. And I used to watch Batman the animated series, but that's not a movie. Yeah, I was a big fan of Toy Story. Can I say Toy Story even though it's not, like, it's like 3D. No, what am I trying to say? It's like CG. What do you call that animation? My brain is not working right now. Thank you for giving Milcom a round of applause, everyone. It's CGI. Thank you. Let me see. Joey Lee says, hi, Mr. Goodman. That's funny when people call me Mr. Goodman, please. It's T3. I recently got a Visodate running on an ETA 28362. It clicks. There's a clicking sound every time the rotor makes 1 or 2 rotations. I don't know what you're hearing, but honestly, rotor noises aren't that weird unless it sounds like it's scraping something. Then it's a big deal. You know, I've never seen Big Hero 6. Yeah, no, I've never seen Big Hero 6. Batman Forever was one of those movies that even back then when I watched it, I was like, this is not great. Not a huge fan of Batman Forever, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still enjoyed it, but I knew that even back then I was not. The whole Val Kilmer into George Clooney era, it wasn't amazing. Matt B, certified T3 bot, says, young Master Goodman, Oh my god, Brian T says Black Bay 58 or Zin U50. Guys, I will never recommend a Black Bay. I'm gonna be honest. Zin U50. Dude, Vedant, you're kind of weird, bro. He says, Jory, if you guess my age, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who says I want you to ask me a question? You already told me your age, dude. You already told me your age. So I don't have to guess. How about if I guess your age, you stop asking me questions? You're 13. Awesome. Stop writing to me. I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Sometimes you gotta lay the hammer down, guys. Would you ever buy a Daytona? Thinking about it. I am thinking about it. It depends which one. There's a few that I like. A lot of the modern ones I've mentioned that I'm not a huge fan of. We will see. But most of the ones that I really love are vintage. Not necessarily like the Paul Newman archetype, but some of the ones. I think I've made an episode about that also. Check out, you know what, Milcom? There's a, thank you, May Contains Bleach, for the super chat. I'll answer that in a second. There is a episode I made. Why is the Rolex Daytona so popular? That's it. Why is the Rolex Daytona so popular? Check that episode out, and I think I go over the one Daytona that I really, really like. May Contains Bleach, certified T3 bot with the super chat, says, just wondering who you think is buying 5K plus MRG G-Shocks. Not that it's a bad thing. Do you think these are good watches? Why so expensive? I'm going to be honest with you. I know multiple people that buy very expensive G-Shocks. It's just what people are into. I know people that have, like personally, I know people that have spent thousands of dollars on some of these limited edition G-Shocks. Is it my thing? No. Do I think some of them are really cool? Yeah. It's different strokes for different folks, dude. People think it's dumb that I spent money on a President, or that I bought a Vacheron, or that I have a Reverso. People think that's stupid. There are people in my comment section that say if you spend money over $200 on a watch, you're an idiot. People have different spending abilities, but people have different spending habits. So it's just, you know, you never know. What do you think of the Seiko 5 Sport Sea Urchin? Not my favorite. Not a huge Seiko 5 guy. Gonna be honest. Oh, you know what? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, you know what animated movie I really like was the Brawly one, the new Dragon Ball Z Brawly one, but that is it's anime technically. So, man. Ralph, what would you recommend a college student? Well, Ralph, I've made an episode titled Watches for a College Student on a Budget. Watch that episode, and there should be at least 5 recommendations in that episode. Check it out, Ralph. Would you rather pick an H. Moser or a FP Journe? Honestly, a Moser. FP Journe is very hit or miss for me. Winley, how do you tell if your bubble back is the real deal or not? I'm looking to buy one and I really want to know what to look out for. Markings, reference numbers, movements. You have to know everything about everything. I can't tell you because there are numerous bubble back reference numbers and they all have different variants. So I cannot tell you what definitively to look out for. The clock is dead. Yep, you must be new here. That's been a joke on this channel since the beginning of the channel. I've never put batteries in it because I wear a watch. Why do you need a clock if you wear a watch? Why do you need a phone if you wear a watch? To tell time, that is. I still use my phone to order pizzas. Milcom has a link. Yeah, best watches for college students on a tight budget. Check it out. Daniel Hill, I got an AV8. Pretty much IWC. Thank you, Jory, for your video about it. Got it on a steal. Enjoy. Definitely not an IWC, but still pretty cool watch depending on the one that you chose. Where can I find Seiko 5 chronograph? Anywhere, probably Amazon. Is Loris good? Never had any experience with them, brother. I apologize. What are your thoughts on ETA versus Sellita? Sellita all the way. Sellita all the way. And here's why. Swatch Group is going down the drain in numerous ways. And they are overbearing with all their movements. Vintage ETA, really cool, really good. Currently, Sellita knocks it out the park. Podcast stage, real talk time. Favorite pizza and pineapple on pizza, yay or nay? I'm not one of these people who's militantly against pineapple on pizza, but here's what I'll say about that. When I eat pizza, I want to eat pizza. Like, I want to take down a pizza. And when there's pineapple on pizza, it's a little bit too overpowering for me. So I can maybe eat like 2 slices max of like I guess what we would call like a Hawaiian pizza. So like pineapple on pizza, I'll have like 2 slices and I'll be happy about it. But I can't eat more than that because it's too like sweet of a flavor. Like then I'll start trying to take the pineapple off and then it's like I don't want to be touching my food like that and it's just a whole mess. So my favorite pizza is just a New York slice pepperoni. That's it. Why? Because I could eat unlimited, infinite amounts of that and I will not get tired of it. Pizza is just one of those foods, man. But yep, that's my take. So pineapple on pizza, sure, but I won't eat that much of it. Alex K says, "'Cause you're sweet enough." Oh. Tony's Pizza! Adam H, certified T3 bot, knows all about it. Noah says, "I have money." Congratulations. And I love the Hamilton Khaki Field Auto. For some reason, I don't own one. Really want it, though. Okay, so buy it. Simple! Buy it. The equation says plus is simple, and that's the way the Italians do it. Hey,